Albert Einstein said the purpose of life is to be defeated by greater and greater things. And I find that to be so true, whether it's the physical aspect or whether it's the mental. So the way I challenge myself is like constantly getting to overcoming the next obstacle, whatever that may be. I'm Sergeant Mark Kamp. I'm originally a 0341 Mortarman, and I'm originally from Kazakhstan, right below Russia. I was originally adopted, by a single mom. She was 56 at the time. She already had 2 kids off in college, and had their own career paths established. And so everybody thought that she was psychotic for adopting a 8-year-old kid that barely spoke a lick of English, and bring him to Oregon. That's where they resided. And from that, I got to see so much of the sacrifices she made to get me to graduate high school, or to put me through the best institutions, whatever it may be. Supporting my athletic side with the running, with the basketball, everything else. And then, when it came time for me to decide what I want to do next, I really wanted to go into politics as well as business. And I thought the best way that I've ever heard is the military, work on the leadership prowess. On top of that, I really didn't want to burden my family, especially after all that she had done for me, as far as college and everything else, or as far as high school. I didn't want to burden her with that bill. And so the biggest reason why I joined the Marine Corps was to be able to cover that, but also get the leadership, experience that I really needed, right? Because I didn't see college paying out as best as it used to, right? You really just get a piece of paper that says, I learned, and a handful of debt, right? And so that was the biggest reason why I joined the Marine Corps. Today what we'll be doing is essentially repeats, but they're going to have calisthenic portion in the beginning and then a mild repeat afterwards. Essentially formulating more of the fat-burning muscles and kind of toning the body as a whole while still working the aerobic side of it. You never stop, going to the next place. So if you feel like you have a four size element down to a T, guess what? The Marine Corps is going to give you a 13 size element to lead. Then it's a 50. Whatever it may be. But there's constantly room for improvement and constantly room for growth to overcome the next obstacle, whatever that may be. Whether it's leadership, physical aspects, whatever it may be. Another place was definitely the running portion, because growing up, I'd run probably more than the majority of people would run in a year, in a week, and just dealing with some of the aches and pains from that, learning how to properly recover from those stress fractures or whatever have you, was a bit of a challenge. My challenge to pulleys is twofold. First and foremost is go on a discovery run. It's what I like to call a unknown distance, unclocked, you just go out and run. And what that really breeds is your appreciation for the sport and for getting your body out there and releasing the stress. My second one is every workout that you do, have a finisher. Come up with something that's going to almost destroy your body. This isn't just with running, this is with everything. So if you're in the gym, find something that you think is not going to, you're maybe not going to be able to do it, but if you accomplish it, guess what? You beat yourself previously, right? And if you fail, guess what? You set yourself up, to be challenged.